All right, let's dive in. Today, we're all about making smart choices when it comes to your home's heating and cooling.
Uh-huh.
We're going deep into this awesome guide,
Oh, nice.
the ultimate guide to choosing an energy-efficient HVAC system for your California home
Okay.
by RK Mechanical Air Services. And honestly, one of the things that really jumped out at me
Yeah.
was how much choosing the right system can actually, increase your home value,
Wow.
especially here in California. Plus, all those rebates and incentives,
Right.
we've got to make that switch more affordable, right?
Yeah, totally. I'm excited to break it all down, make sure you're confident,
Yeah.
you're ready to make the best decision for your home and your wallet. Both.
Perfect. So this guide really zeroes in on how unique California is, right?
Yeah.
High energy costs,
Right.
strong environmental awareness,
Mm-hmm.
all signs point to energy efficiency being a pretty big deal here.
It really is, especially when you consider our climate, right?
Yeah.
Scorching summers, but mild winters. I mean, our HVAC systems, they're working overtime most of the year. So
Sure.
every little bit of efficiency, it really adds up, makes a difference.
Absolutely. Now, the guide highlights a bunch of benefits, right? Lower energy bills,
Right.
more comfort, the good old positive environmental impact.
Uh-huh.
But they also mentioned something I hadn't really thought about before.
Okay. What's that?
Better indoor air quality.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a big one. You see, energy-efficient systems, they usually have
Okay.
better filtration and humidity control, right?
Interesting.
And that can be a game changer, especially if you've got allergies
Yeah.
or asthma, plus a well-maintained system.
Yeah.
Way less likely to have issues with,
Yeah,
mold or dust building up. Nobody wants that.
definitely not. It makes you think about those hidden benefits of efficiency, right?
That's right.
It's not always just about the numbers on your energy bill.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of numbers,
Yeah.
let's talk about those energy ratings.
All right.
You've got your SEER, your AFUE, your HSPF.
Oh, yeah.
You've probably seen these on the stickers,
Mhm.
but what do they actually mean for your day-to-day life?
Right. We know higher numbers are better, but how does a SEER rating of 14 compare to one of 18? Is that a noticeable difference?
It can be, yeah. Think of it this way. Even a small SEER increase,
Okay.
let's say from 14 to 18,
Mhm.
that can save you hundreds of dollars a year on cooling.
Wow.
Hundreds. That's money back in your pocket.
You can't argue with that. So those ratings, they're worth paying attention to.
Absolutely.
Now, the guide, they really stress how important getting the right size system is.
Uh-huh.
And I have to admit, I always thought bigger was better.
I know, right?
It's a common thought, but picture this. You're trying to cool a studio apartment
Right.
with a system meant for a mansion. Not going to be efficient.
Makes sense.
It'll short cycle, waste energy, and you'll have uneven temperatures. Nobody wants that.
Not ideal. So finding that sweet spot,
Mm-hmm.
not too big,
Right.
not too small, that's key.
Mhm.
The guide mentions load calculations, but I'm guessing you can't just eyeball that, can you?
It's best to leave that to a pro. They'll factor in everything.
Mm.
Your home's square footage, number of windows,
Yeah.
and they'll figure out the perfect system size for you. Much better than guessing.
Makes total sense.
Okay.
Okay, so energy ratings, sizing, we've got that covered.
Mhm.
Now the different types of systems. This guide, it dives into central air.
Yeah.
Ductless mini splits,
Huh.
heat pumps, even geothermal. It's a lot. It's like HVAC alphabet soup.
It can feel that way, but each type, they have their own pros and cons, right? So
Yeah.
it makes them a good fit for different homes and different needs. Like central air,
Hmm.
it's a classic, especially for larger homes with existing ductwork, consistent cooling.
Yeah,
But those ducts, they can lead to energy loss if they're not sealed well.
that's a good point. What about ductless mini splits? Those seem to be getting popular.
Oh, they're fantastic, especially for those older homes without ductwork.
Or even if you just want targeted cooling in like 1 or 2 rooms. Very efficient.
Interesting.
Lots of flexibility with placement and control.
So mini splits, they're kind of the customizable option,
Yeah, you could say that.
while central air is more of a whole house solution.
Exactly. And then you've got heat pumps.
Yeah.
Super versatile. They do both heating and decooling,
Oh, wow.
which makes them great for mild climates, like ours. Super efficient at transferring heat.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then finally, geothermal.
Right. The Earth's natural temperature.
Yeah.
Most energy efficient,
Okay.
but it comes with a higher upfront cost because of the installation.
Right, that makes sense.
It's an investment for sure,
Yeah.
but it can really pay off in the long run, both for your wallet and the planet.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, that was a lot of HVAC systems.
A whole lot.
I'm already feeling more informed. But before we move on,
Yeah.
I have to ask about smart thermostats.
Oh, I love them.
I got one recently, and it's been a game changer.
They're so cool.
I used to leave my thermostat at the same temperature all day.
Yeah.
But this smart thermostat, it learned my schedule.
Oh, wow.
It started adjusting the temperature automatically, my energy bill. It immediately went down. It was noticeable.
It's amazing, right? Those small adjustments can really add up. And they do all the thinking for you.
Exactly.
Plus, you control it from your phone. Imagine pre-cooling your house before you even get home.
On a hot day.
On a hot day.
It's brilliant. It's like having a personal HVAC assistant.
It really is.
And speaking of saving money, those California rebates and incentives,
Oh, yeah.
this is where it gets a little tricky, right?
It can be. So many programs, it's hard to know where to even begin.
The guide mentions checking with local utilities and government programs, but are there any specific resources you'd recommend?
Absolutely. The Energy Upgrade California website, that's a great place to start.
Yeah.
They've got a whole database of rebates and incentives specific to your area. Plus, you can always check with your local utility company, too.
Gotcha. So we've covered ratings, sizing, system types, smart thermostats, even rebates. It's a lot.
We've been busy.
What else is coming up in this deep dive?
Well, up next, we're diving into installation and maintenance tips.
Okay.
Because even the best system won't live up to its potential if it's not installed or maintained correctly.
That's a good point. We'll be right back to uncover those crucial steps, so stay tuned.
Definitely.
All right, we're back and ready to tackle the next big thing when it comes to energy efficiency installation. Even the best HVAC system out there won't work right if it's not installed properly.
It's so true. It's like, building a house but on a shaky foundation.
Oh, yeah.
You're asking for trouble down the line.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Now, this guide, it really emphasizes hiring a certified HVAC technician, specifically someone with experience in these energy-efficient systems.
Right.
But how do you actually know? How do you know if someone's truly qualified?
Yeah, good question. It's not like they, walk around with a badge that says energy efficiency experts, right?
Right.
But, it really comes down to research. Look for certifications like NATE, North American Technician Excellence. That's a good sign.
Gotcha.
That they've had the right training.
So it's like a stamp of approval.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And don't be shy about asking for references. Check those online reviews, too.
Yeah. Word of mouth is powerful.
So powerful. And remember that cheapest quote.
Yeah.
Not always the best deal. You're investing in something here that should last for years.
For sure.
So, maybe spend a little more for that quality installation.
It'll pay off in the long run. Okay. You found your technician.
Yep.
What's next? This guide mentions inspecting existing ductwork. Why is that so important?
Well, think of your ductwork like the circulatory system of your HVAC.
Okay.
It's carrying that conditioned air all of your house.
Right.
But if it's leaky or poorly insulated,
oh, I see.
You're literally throwing money and energy away.
It's like a leaky faucet, but for air.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for?
Yeah, what are the red flags?
Well, obvious things like gaps or tears, kinks in the ductwork.
Yeah.
Poor insulation is a big one, too.
Yeah.
If you've got ducts in the attic or crawl space and they're not insulated well, all that heat or cool air escaping to the outside.
I see. I hadn't thought about that. It's not just about sealing the ducts. It's about protecting them from the elements, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a good technician, they'll do a thorough ductwork inspection, recommend repairs, upgrades before they install that new system.
So crucial.
It's so important. It really does get overlooked a lot.
The guide also talks about optimizing the placement of the outdoor unit. You don't just want to stick it anywhere.
Right. It's not just out of sight, out of mind.
Right, exactly.
The location can make a big difference.
Okay.
Ideally, you want it shaded, out of direct sunlight.
Makes sense. That sun beating down is just going to make it work harder.
Exactly. And good airflow.
Yeah.
Make sure there's enough clearance around the unit.
Okay.
Don't cram it in a tight space.
Yeah.
It needs to breathe.
Okay. System's installed. Everything looks good. What's next?
Testing.
Of course.
Right. A good technician, they're going to run tests. Make sure that system is operating at peak efficiency.
Okay.
Check refrigerant levels, airflow, temperature differentials.
So it's not just plug and play.
No, not at all.
There's real science behind it.
There really is.
All right. So now we're at the part we all love. Maintenance.
I know. Not the most glamorous.
Yeah, but it's crucial.
It's so crucial.
If you want that system running smoothly for years to come. So what are those must-do maintenance tasks?
Okay, golden rule.
Okay.
Change your air filters.
Okay.
Regularly.
Easy enough.
It's something you can do yourself, and it makes such a difference for good airflow. Prevents dust and debris from clogging everything up.
How often are we talking?
It depends on the type of filter, your air quality, pets, dusty environment. You'll need to change them more often.
Makes sense.
But a good rule of thumb, check them monthly.
Okay.
Replace them at least every 3 months.
Okay, filters, check.
Right.
Yeah.
Those annual tune-ups. With a qualified technician, can't skip those.
Okay.
They'll do a deep clean, lubricate everything, catch any potential issues before they turn into big problems.
It's like taking your car in for an oil change.
Exactly. It's preventative. Saves you headaches later.
Yeah, saves you money too. So anything else while we're at it?
Give that outdoor unit some love too. Clear away leaves, branches, anything blocking the airflow.
Gotcha. This all sounds pretty manageable.
It is.
Any other pro tips for peak performance?
Keep those vents unblocked.
Yeah.
Furniture, curtains, all that.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure they're not in the way.
Good point.
And pay attention to your energy bills. If you see a sudden spike.
Oh, yeah.
Could be something's up with your HVAC.
That's a good point. Sometimes I get so busy I forget to even look.
Happens to the best of us.
And that's where those smart thermostats come in handy. That data is really useful.
They can give you such good insights into your usage.
Yeah.
Help you spot those problems early.
Amazing. We've covered installation, maintenance, even some troubleshooting. I'm feeling a lot more confident now.
That's awesome. Remember, it's not just about saving money.
Yeah.
It's about a healthier, more comfortable home.
For sure. And doing our part for the planet.
Absolutely. Okay, ready to wrap things up?
Let's do it. Back in a flash with our final thoughts on this whole energy-efficient HVAC journey.
We're back. Last leg of our energy-efficient HVAC journey.
Here we are.
You know, I gotta say, I've learned a lot from this deep dive.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a lot more confident about making these choices for my home.
That's what we like to hear. And, you know, it's not just about all the technical details. It's also about those bigger goals, you know. Saving money, reducing that environmental impact, and having a healthier home for you and your family. They all kind of
they come together.
Exactly.
It's not just a system. It's a statement about what kind of homeowner
you want to be. And it's powerful to know that even small changes can make a difference. We talked about those smart thermostats. Imagine if every house adjusted the temperature just a few degrees. The impact that would have. Huge.
Huge. Yeah, like a ripple effect.
Exactly. And speaking of ripples, that guide we've been using.
Yeah.
The ultimate guide to choosing an energy-efficient HVAC system for your California home by RK Mechanical Air Services. It's been really great.
Oh, yeah. They really know their stuff.
They do, and they're clearly passionate about helping people make these smart choices.
For sure.
You know, if anyone's feeling overwhelmed by all this, I'd recommend checking them out. It seems like a great resource.
Absolutely. And even if you're not ready to replace your whole system, there are things you can do right now to improve your home's energy efficiency.
Like what? Give us the goods, the action steps.
Okay, so we talked about maintenance.
Yeah.
But seriously, those simple things, changing those filters, keeping those vents unblocked, it makes a difference.
And what about our everyday habits? I know I'm guilty of leaving lights on.
Oh, yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah, in rooms I'm not even in.
But being mindful of your energy, it really adds up, you know? Turn off the lights. Use fans instead of always cranking the AC. Take advantage of that beautiful California sunshine.
Makes sense. It's those little things. Done consistently.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not even just about saving energy. It's about having a more comfortable space, you know.
It really is. It's about taking control of your environment and creating a space that really works for you.
Yeah. This has been a really incredible deep dive.
Yeah.
We covered so much. What are your final takeaways?
Okay, final takeaways. First, don't get intimidated by all the jargon, the technical stuff. Focus on what's important to you.
Right.
Whether that's saving money, helping the planet, or just having a healthier home.
And don't be afraid to ask questions. There are so many resources out there.
So many.
From HVAC technicians to websites like Energy Upgrade California. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And every step, every single step you take towards energy efficiency, it matters. You're not just upgrading your house, you're investing in a sustainable future. For yourself, for future generations.
I love that. Well, that's a perfect note to end on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you found it useful, maybe learned a thing or two.
I hope so.
And remember, if you have any questions or want to explore a new topic, our team is always ready to dive in. Until next time, stay curious and stay